In an era where strategic deployment of intelligent ICT can mean the difference between growth or decline, Telstra invited Bytecraft to take part in an ICT productivity diagnostic engagement. The results of the diagnostic saw a number of improvements to Bytecraft's processes and productivity, as well as workforce and customer engagement.
Bytecraft specialises in services for high transactional equipment, such as a point-of-sale terminal in a store or a banking terminal. It was a very small business when I joined it in 2001. There were some 7 employees and the company turned over only a couple of $1 million. Today it has 850 employees and turns over 120 million.
The biggest challenge we've had is we've gone from broadly a one client base with Tats Group through now having nearly 150 odd clients, and just the changes in the diversity of systems required to manage that change has been quite significant.
Telstra's been instrumental in the growth over the last decade in the provision of a number of services and in good advice and working with us on developments of our own systems technology and our own mobile communications.
Bytecraft services transaction-intense industries. In addition, the market in which it operates is extremely competitive. A decisive ICT strategy was going to help Bytecraft provision services to its customers faster, more effectively, and at the right price.
The majority of clients we service are very high uptime clients. They need their equipment working very fast.
And with all of our clients, we not only have a very tight SLA requirement, often a rectification of the repair of the equipment within 2 hours, but there are generally penalties that are applied so that if we don't perform, we're penalised from a financial perspective.
Before we went with the new system, our biggest problem was that we were running entirely on SMSs, which meant that everything was being sent to and from our technicians was in code and very limited in flexibility. When Telstra came on board, we looked at productivity, connectivity and disaster recovery, all of which they had an impact and all of which they assisted us in changing in one way or another for the betterment of the business.
Through an improved WAP interface on their smart devices, Bytecraft's field technicians now have real-time access to information. And via B-Suite, Bytecraft's customer service team are able to intelligently track and monitor a job from start to finish, which has seen vast improvements to productivity and customer service.
B-Suite allows us to manage all of our calls and all the inventory that we have to manage those calls, and that's run over the managed network that Telstra provides. Every piece of information we could possibly give to technicians is now available on their handheld devices. The feedback from staff has been amazing. They now feel like they've got control of what they need to do. It's just allowed them a lot more freedom to achieve first-time fixes that we didn't have before.
With the new web-based application, because it's a graphical user interface, it's quicker to use because you're not having to type something in manually every time. You can update a job within a matter of a couple of minutes and no one else has to worry about it. It's all done by the tech in the field on the run.
Our technicians gain roughly an hour a day of extra productivity.
If you do the maths on that, that's about 175,000 man-hours gained a year, which is a big saving for us.
Telstra is committed to supporting businesses like Bytecraft achieve their business goals through ongoing ICT collaboration.
Telstra has been willing to invest in our growth, invest in our innovation, and find ways in which its services could assist us. The vision for Bytecraft is to become a larger player in the technology services industry. To do that, we need to continue to innovate, we need to continue to provide value add for our customers and be seen to be a market leader in the provision of the services that we deliver. It's critical for us, therefore, to have a provider that is also innovative, that can actually provide the support and the infrastructure on a reliable basis that we require to achieve that objective.